Yeah, that's right.
Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Hey, we went to E3 recently and we played a lot of games. In fact, too many to make specific videos for each of them. So here are a whole bunch of different games that we either played or saw or learned about when we were at E3 and us discussing them. And why we're excited about some of them.
I'm Emery. I didn't go to E3, but boy am I excited to be here to talk about these video games with you, Aaron.
I'm gonna tell you all about these games and then you'll feel like you were there, bitch.
Thank you. Yes, I'll feel like I was there, and so will you people watching, right?
No, only you will. So the game that I was the most excited about, I did not get to play, but I did get to watch someone play it at a special thingy, and it's Dying Light 2.
Oh, yes.
It just looks like they've done something really, really awesome. Just something really amazing with this game. It looks like an old European city. Not any specific European city, but has elements of them. Old buildings, old architecture, but it's post-apocalypse. It was a modern city in some ways, but now it's post-apocalypse. So that's just like a really cool aesthetic. It's obviously really beautiful if you look at this trailer footage. It's got a lot of the same elements from Dying Light.
Yeah.
It's just like, I like the setting way more.
I fucking love his tomahawk that's held together with computer cables. That's pretty great.
That's exactly like what I'm talking about. It's like meshing this like sort of old and new and apocalypse.
Yeah.
And you're making choices that change the landscape depending on what you do.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's going to mean you can play the game multiple different ways. You can go back and play it again. There's a lot to be excited about, so that was probably the thing that had my pants feeling like there wasn't enough room inside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. And you know what I find the most interesting thing about this trailer is that they didn't even show a single fucking zombie yet.
Exactly.
At this point, if you're gonna make a zombie game, you have to have some reason why it's special, you know?
Yeah,
there's just so many.
It's been done so much. Do you feel excited now? Did I make you excited? Do you feel like you were there at E3?
Not quite. I think a couple more of these and maybe I'll start to feel that way though.
Skull and Bones.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Pirates?
Yeah, I think Emery Beard's gonna like this game a lot.
Did they just update the graphics for Sea of Thieves? Is that what this is?
Yeah, not exactly. It's more, this game's more about just war on the open water.
Okay.
You're going around like just attacking ships constantly. It's nice to look at. Got to play it. This is not the footage from when I played it, but yeah, you're doing. It's noisy as hell. Oh my god, my ears just about. I almost went deaf because the cannon fires like legitimately loud, like you would actually be if you're on a pirate ship.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you get fucking vomity and like seasick?
I did.
Some people get.
Luckily.
Okay. I'm sure I would have, especially if this was VR.
Yeah, well, if it was VR, then you would, but, you know, you've learned your lesson when you played VR Skyrim. Just fucking take some, you know, medicine next time.
I will.
So
never,
you can...
I will never play Skyrim again.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you should.
I will never play VR Skyrim.
Well, anyway, back to this game. You can go up to the crow's nest to figure out where you're going.
Yeah.
Choose a target. There's a lot of merchant ships and stuff around. You're trying to rob them, take all their stuff. Now the thing is, you can enlist other people that you're playing with to go take on, like, you know, more challenging ships.
Gotcha.
But after you take the ship down, then the other ships, they don't have to, you know, be your buddy anymore.
Right.
In fact, at no point do they really have to be your buddy. So it's risky allying yourself with other people.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of online activity, other people. When I played it, I played with like, I don't know, there's like 10 other people playing, I think, at the same time. And I banded together with a couple people for a little while. Actually, the first thing I did when I was playing was I just started attacking one of the other guys that was sitting next to me. And he was not happy about that.
Did you win? That's all that matters to me. Did you win? Tell me you killed him.
Yeah, I think so, or I ran away. One of those two.
Same thing.
So here you go. Here's kind of like some of the battle. Now you can board. Once you get close enough, you can board, or you can ram. You have the choice of ramming as well.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a pirate ship that is just has no guns on it. It's just super fucking fast, and just like the whole front of it is just spikes.
Well, you can actually see that ship that we just saw. That is a huge ram on the front of it. There's different types of ships. So that one has a giant ram on the front, and is that's one of the better things that it does, which is ramming.
Sweet. Oh my God, the Portuguese! Wow, they had quite a navy back in the day.
Portuguese frigate.
Didn't want to fuck with the Portuguese frigates.
You don't want to fuck with a frigate. Fucking frigate.
That's what they used to say instead of fuck it. They would say frigate.
Frigate.
Jessica, Lucas, and Dan. The SS Jessica. The SS
Definitely got to
Dan.
take that down. Yeah, take the SS Dan down for sure.
Oh man, looks like you're a little outnumbered there, Portuguese frigate.
The frigates.
You got Dan, Jessica, and what was the other one? Lucas coming at you.
No, Dan with 2 N's. So these guys have banded together to attack this frigate.
Okay. Well, they're gonna need it.
There's different types of stuff you can fire. There's the cannons. There's like these guns that shoot the wibbly wobblies with the chains on them.
Wibbly wobbly.
I don't know the specific pirate terms. That's probably what pirates would call them. See, there's the wibbly wobblies.
Yeah.
They wibble around and wobble.
Oh my God!
And
is this gonna ram them? No.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
Brace, so you can brace. I didn't do enough bracing when I was playing, and that was a problem for me.
So far, I think this game looks probably the most interesting to me.
You really love. I mean, Emery Beard loves this shit. Your emotions are flying high when you see this, aren't they?
Yar. This game is getting me all riled up. Honestly, it brings a tear to my eye to see so many pirate games coming out in such short time. 2018 is gonna be the year of the pirate.
It's your time to shine, Emery Beard. This is your year. The year of the beard.
Oh, you scallywags, you're blowing me ship to bits. Not before I ram you right in your scrot. Did you know that ships have scrotes? They're located right there.
And so you did it. You rammed him in the scrot and ended the frigate.
The first mate was like, so, Captain, what do? We split the loot 50-50-50? And the captain looked over at his crew, and he looked back over the sea at the other captains, and he said, frigate. And then they opened fire. Hell yeah, dude, I'm getting really close. If I can close my eyes, I can just barely imagine the crowds at E3.
You can feel their excitement and a little trickle of sweat down their butt crack as they watch the ships.
I can smell the scent of sweaty men playing video games in a room with not enough AC.
Well, actually, there was a pretty decent amount of AC. It was actually fine.
Well, maybe that's just my house then.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe
I think you're thinking of yourself right now. Actually, okay. Maybe that's making you feel angry right now, Emery. In which case, let's move on to Rage 2. And take a look at that game. So the first Rage, I wouldn't say I was actually enraged by the game, but I just wasn't into it. It kind of frustrated me. I thought it was going to be more, I don't know, I thought it was going to be something that a little bit more open world, or maybe a little bit more like free.
Okay. Well, I don't even know what it is. I don't remember Rage at all.
Well, luckily for you, there's Rage 2, which I thought was a little bit more up my alley. Like, up my alley with some missiles.
It does look pretty freaking sweet.
It was really fun to play, so you'll see some game footage here in a minute, and I got to play that level, and it's just all out, like, enjoyable, because you're just jumping around, you're throwing people up in the air, you're going nutty all over the place, and
dude,
that was just fun. It was just straight up fun.
This looks like a crazy mix between like Fallout, Mad Max, and Doom.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I think.
Hello, E3, and welcome to the world of Rage 2. In a moment, we'll dive headfirst into the
Oh,
Eden
thank you.
space
Yes, I would
partnership,
love to go head
where
first
Walker,
anywhere
our
you
main
want,
protagonist,
my
is
dear.
out to find
Yeah,
a rare
right straight up your
artifact
Eden
that will
spaceport
aid him
mission.
in his quest to take down the Authority.
Obviously, I didn't get to do any of those vehicles. Those look really cool, and I think it's just kind of a balls-out, crazy fucking game.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh, and also it has that guy that did the Khajiit voices from Skyrim.
Might be overrun by bandits. The goon squad.
For real?
Yeah, you can hear him right there. Khajiit have coin for Rage 2. Gotta be the same guy.
Oh shit, you were just making a joke. I thought you were being for real, man.
No, I'm serious. It is the guy that does the Khajiit voices.
You're sure? You sure about that?
It's gotta be. So you got some vehicle warfare here, which we didn't get to do. Man, I wish we had, because that looks really good. And here's where I started playing. The Notlo's offensive bit, or I don't know. This is all German, so.
Yeah, it's like a
Goon
German
Squad.
Mad Max Fallout Doom highway.
Yeah, das Goon Squad. Steckt eine echte Gefahr. So here's where you blow up dudes and throw them up in the air and then fucking slam them around. It's insane.
Are you like fucking warping around?
You
Dude.
have like multiple special abilities that allow you to do all this shit.
Fucking slicing boomerang?
Yeah, you got slicey boomerang, you got special abilities that throw people around or blow them up or whatever you want.
Did you like
Defy
take a bunch of drugs? Is that why your screen's all purple?
I don't even know what the hell's happening.
It sings.
That's awesome. I'm totally pre-ordering for that.
Yeah, me too. Everyone needs one of those.
I love stupid shit that you can hang on your wall.
Okay, so now those guys were stuck on the ceiling and you're just shotgunning them. Fucking beautiful.
That's great. I love how completely unnecessary it is. Like,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
basically threw a grenade that instead of killing them, just like launched them up into the air
Where
so
you
that you
shoot
could
them.
kill them with something else.
Yeah. And that's what I kind of liked about it is just that one is great. You jump up really high and then just smash the fuck out of everyone. So I did that one on a stairwell, and all the bodies that were already dead and the body parts went like flying up into the ceiling and like up in like 3 stories. It was hilarious.
Wow. So this is like Wolfenstein. I mean, this is like those kinds of fast-paced, shoot 'em up, crazy type of game, and I like the aesthetic that this one has.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
And it's made by Bethesda or like produced by them.
It's Bethesda, and I can't, right now, having only played that one level, I can't say how much it's going to keep my attention. That's the only thing that I'm not sure. Like, am I going to be like, okay, well, it was fun to play a couple levels, but now I'm bored, or am I going to be like, oh, now I got this thing, I'm going to go try that, and like,
right. Well,
so,
what's probably going to make that, happen for you is if it's got a good story, and there's no real way to tell that based on this.
Something about nanotritons and Gaba for Dick.
Gobble for dicks.
Gobble for dicks, yeah. Probably that's something
one
to do
of
with
the side
Khajiits, I
missions.
assume. Fur dicks? So there really is
Gobble for
Khajiits.
dicks.
Oh, no, Walker, Texas Ranger is in it.
Nice.
There you go, new ability. Let's see what Shatter does. Those guys don't have arms.
No. Arms are totally overrated.
You think they just left their arms at home? They're just like, I don't need these today, I got missiles.
Well, this is the future, so maybe where they're from, they don't have the right to bear arms.
There's the Smacky. I love that Smacky. Gravity Smack.
Shit, there's that dude. Hey, man, we saw you earlier. There was a commercial
We've got
about your head.
Your plushie. So that's Rage 2. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so I got a chance to go and check out the Kingdom Come DLC. Obviously, we do a Kingdom Come series here on this channel. And the From the Ashes DLC, it's all about building your own settlement and everything that goes along with that.
I sent a man to Pribyslavitz.
He sent a man to Pribyslavitz. So.
Oh, wow. And they added even more ridiculous names.
A land application.
Oh man, I
Really,
love
there
being
should be a
American.
On the condition
There
of
should
the
be a
settlement
response
to see
where
if
you
we
just
can
like, well, I don't. I mean, probably most people think Pribby Slavitz is kind of funky.
Except for the people from Pribby Slavitz, okay? It's probably still
Why
around.
Pribyslavitz of all places?
Why Pribby
Because it's
Slavitz?
been lying
It's so
yes.
hard to
and falling
pronounce.
into
Why would
ruins
anyone
since
want
it
to
was
rebuild
sacked by
Pribby
Howell many
Slavitz?
years ago. It's about time that changed.
So yeah, it's about
Well, it should be safe there
rebuilding
now.
from the ashes a village, and you become the
Yes.
bailiff, and
And
you
that's
run
why
this
I sent
place.
my
You
master
build it.
locator there.
You decide what to
However,
build,
he should have
and you have to
been
settle
back
disputes
long
that people
since.
have in the settlement.
No
Wow.
objection, I could go.
That sounds
I'd
exciting.
appreciate that.
If you've played the game, you know like
just
why
got
that's going to be fun.
I'd be happier if you
You
checked
get
it
like
out.
your own, it's basically your own place to live. You control all of it. You have to get all the materials and stuff. And from what I saw of it, it looks like it's really fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it like the rest of the game, it probably focuses a lot more on the realism of it. You know,
Exactly. But you're really like building this whole area, which is something you can't, heretofore you couldn't really do in the game.
yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna rebuild the fuck out of Privy Slavitz. You can play dice in your local tavern, like it's actually your tavern. There's a combat arena. You can just hang out in your home, your furnished house, where you can have a bed. I know we've had problems in the past with beds, and we had to sleep in the shitty mud all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I bet since you're the one in charge of like planning this whole place out, if you wanted, you could just make a nice big mud pit for everybody to sleep in.
Yeah, exactly. All you
kinda
gotta
into
do, throw down some grass and shit on a big patch of mud, and then be like, "Hey, everybody, it's your bed."
There's work to
I
be
am a
done.
just ruler.
you
Everyone
wanna
gets
make-
the same mud.
If you want to make like a bunk bed, you could just build like a trough and
I've
pack
decided
that
what
with
to build.
mud, and then you've got a bunk bed. One person lies on the ground, and one person lies on the trough full of mud.
Yeah, it's fair.
See what I'm getting at?
No.
Privy Slavitz. So that's pretty much that. But also, they are doing a hardcore mode, which I found particularly interesting.
Yeah, I find that interesting, especially considering I have such a hard time with the regular version of the game. At least
Exactly. Well,
early
once
on.
you master it, then this is going to make it really interesting for a variety of reasons. For example, so what happens in hardcore mode is you can just die instantly. You try to start a new game, but you don't because you just never were born, and it can happen again. So you have to keep trying. It's true hardcore mode.
Wow.
Yeah, it's legit. And now you've survived. You can decide if you want to have a bunch of diseases or like mental issues or my favorite one by far is somnambulant.
Somnambulant.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
where. Yeah, you know what that means?
Yeah, it means that you move while you're sleeping.
Yeah. So you fall asleep, you wake up, you don't know where the hell you are, and because it's hardcore mode, you don't get to see your position on the map anymore.
So you just go to sleep in your mud pit and then you wake up in a completely different spot and you don't
Yeah.
even know.
And you don't know where the hell you
Where?
are. And what you have to do is examine the natural formations around you and try to decipher where you are on the fucking map.
Yeah, and the map is a fucking hand-drawn like cartoon map.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
And I think that's amazing. I love that one in particular. You can also just get tapeworm if you don't, or consumption. There's all kinds of things. Or you can take all of them and be like the most unlikely to survive human ever.
That's pretty sweet.
And what's also cool is that somnambulant can actually take you to secret areas. You can wake up in like secret areas. So
God, I wish I was better at this game so that I could like just do that. You know what I mean?
well, you got to get better. And then, a lot of people say you should go back and train with that dude again because you can get more moves for fighting.
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, I will.
So if you watch our series and you're enjoying it, Emery's going to get better at this. We like this game a lot, so you can look forward to more of that. If you haven't seen it, I suggest watching it. It's kind of I mean, it's kind of the same style of humor that we've always done in Skyrim for pimps. So,
Yeah. It's like a realistic Skyrim for pimps.
and the game now has saving whenever you want, but hardcore mode will take you back to only being able to save with at certain points.
With the savior schnapps.
Or the savior schnapps. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that
Might not
was a very hotly debated topic when this game first came out. People were like,
Yeah.
this is fucking stupid. What is
like,
this,
oh,
1996?
you
I should be able to
started
say
it-
whatever I want.
They started it out in hardcore mode, but you no longer have to do that. So.
Well, that's fucking cool. Looking forward to it.
Okay, so another thing that Bethesda introduced at E3 is Blades. Now, this is actually an Elder Scrolls game.
Okay, cool. Another Elder Scrolls game. All
Yeah, but it's a mobile game. Now, I know you're like
What?
vomiting a little into your ass, but just
Fallout
listen.
Shelter or some shit.
It's not like that. Then look at the graphics first of all. Like that's kind of cool. I actually played this on a phone.
Oh my
and
god.
It was pretty amazing. Now you can play this with VR also, and it's cross-platform. So any device that you're going to play this on, you can also play it on VR, and you can play, you know.
Holy shit. This is really fucking cool, actually. This might be the first mobile game that I ever buy.
Yeah, if you're gonna play a mobile game, this was pretty fun. I enjoyed the sword fighting. Like it's not super simple. There's a little bit of messing around you have to do when you're swiping. You have to press for a certain amount of time. It took a little while to pick it up.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat, and just the fact that it reminded me of Elder Scrolls was kind of made me happy.
That's fucking... So you actually played it?
Yeah, I actually got to play it. They had phones set up, and you could play it. Wow. It was awesome. Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously like it's not a new Elder Scrolls game, but it's pretty fun, and it's something to do while you're waiting for the fucking dentist.
Something to do while you're waiting for the fucking dentist.
Exactly.
Elder Scrolls, Blades.
That's our official review of Blades.
Yeah. For a mobile game, seems like it could be pretty good.
Arena, which I didn't play, is against other players.
Oh shit. Fucking PvP on a mobile game? My
Yeah.
god.
Mr. For Honor, you might like this.
I might. I just might. What a world we're living in now. Where you can play fucking Fortnite on your phone. Fucking Elder Scrolls on your phone. Jesus. That just blows my mind. I remember when I was in high school and if you had a fucking mobile phone, you were like rich, you know? And all you had on that shit was fucking Snake. You know? Like that was it. You were lucky. You thought you were fucking lucky if you had Snake on your mobile phone back when I was in high school.
Snake.
Yeah, you know what Snake is, right?
I don't... Wait, I think I do know what it is, yeah.
It's like a snake made out of pixels, and then it's moving around, always moving. And then
Oh, and
there's
it
a
keeps
little
getting
pixel
longer,
it's
right?
gotta eat. Yeah, it keeps getting longer.
Oh my god, Snake. You're right, we've come so far. Yeah, so anyway, that's Blades. It looks alright. It should be, you know, like I said, it'll be fun when you're taking a shit or at the dentist.
And it's better than Snake.
And it's, yeah, that's another review quote you can take from us. Better than Snake. Also, Todd is like the coolest dude in the history of the universe.
He's definitely the coolest Todd, that's for sure.
There you go. Okay, so this is Mutant Year Zero. I got to play this. This isn't my footage, but I did get to play this. This is, as you can probably tell, a bit like XCOM 2.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited about it because XCOM 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Played through it like at least 10 times.
Yeah. And dude, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battles is one of my favorite games.
Exactly.
And
So this is like a game that you and I can both like play and kiss each other and be lovers with, right?
Yeah, we can each pass this game between each other and fondle it and moan.
Yeah. Sure.
That's
to
cool.
butt.
I also like ducks with top hats. So
Yes.
So what
So
the fuck? What the
It's
fuck is
kind
that?
of It's like it's like basically sort of a mutant post-apocalypse world. It's based on a role-playing game from the 80s called Mutant Year Zero.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So like a pen and paper role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons?
Yep, exactly.
That's cool.
That's exactly it. So you collect stuff, and there's this sort of like actual moving around in the game segment. So it's a little different than XCOM in that sense because you're actually like going around, and then eventually you're going to get into an altercation, but you can make it so that you go outside this guy's circle and surprise him from behind and get an attack on him.
Oh shit, and this way you can kind of set up the battle, like where you're going to be when it actually all goes down.
Exactly, yeah.
That's kind of neat.
And when I was playing, I didn't really do a good job of that because I just didn't know what the hell was happening.
Right.
And I got annihilated. But they admitted that the sample level that we were all playing was actually really hard. But they just wanted to show you like what you can do in the game. So
Okay. Secretly, they didn't want anyone to get past this level.
yeah, I don't think very many people did.
Well, it looks like it has a lot of potential, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It was fun. It's a nicely done game. It looks good. There's an ambulance.
Amber lambs.
Amber lambs.
And you can play as a duck with a top hat and a crossbow.
That's obviously important to you.
Yeah, and his name is Ducks. Wow.
Well, I can tell you like this. I'm sorry you didn't get to play it. It was pretty fun.
I forgive you. I forgive you guys for going to E3 without me.
Did you feel like you were there yet?
I don't know if I ever will feel like I was there.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, you're just kind of feeling more and more distanced from it now, aren't you? Like less and less like you were there and more like just sad.
more and more like I can't wait for next year. That way I might actually be able to go.
Oh, there's no E3 next year, Emery. Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Did they cancel it?
Yeah,
Why?
it's not happening. I don't know.
Well, what about the next Elder Scrolls game? They're gonna have a second teaser for it next year, I thought.
All right, so this is Mutant Football League. I got to play this one. If you remember NFL Blitz from the old days, did you ever play that?
Hell yeah, dude. Played the shit out of that game.
It's like a, amped up, mutated version of that.
Awesome.
You'll recognize some of the plays that remind you of that, and there's a lot of illegal plays, kill the quarterback, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's got a season. You can advance your players. There's some elements that remind me of Blood Bowl.
Cool.
Shreddy Von Hayten from the band Von Hayten, I assume.
Oh, he looks like a pleasant fella.
So, unlike Blood Bowl, you have obviously the NFL Blitz style of being able to run with the ball, and then, of course, after the play, being able to violate the players, either who tackled you or that you tackled. You choose your play.
Okay.
If you're playing against someone there and they're there with you, then you both choose your plays.
Holy shit, this is exactly like NFL Blitz.
Exactly. It's just like an updated, modern version with mutants,
I'm
explosions.
totally all about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, I played so much NFL Blitz. Like,
I did too.
It's insane.
It was a great game.
But they even had it at like arcades and shit, at like the bowling alley and stuff.
The difference here is that you can actually kill the other players.
Like for permanent
Yes,
death.
for permanent.
Wow.
Admittedly, there are a lot of players on each team, but when you kill their best quarterback, that's going to be an issue. So so this was a lot of fun to play, and
But okay, here's my real question.
yeah,
Where are the highly pixelated images of sexy football babes? Cheerleaders.
I'm guessing they'll insert that in. That maybe that'll be a DLC.
Because if it doesn't have that, then it's not NFL Blitz.
Right. Well, it isn't NFL Blitz, Emery.
Well, they gotta at least add like mutant cheerleaders or something.
Yeah, I don't.
If I'm gonna have fucking violence, I gotta have sex too. That's just how it works. Violence and sex just go hand in hand.
All right. Well, Mutant Football League creators, take note. Emery wants sex in the game. We assume that you'll release a DLC called Sexy Pixelated Cheerleaders just for Emery.
Thank you. Thanks, Mutant Football League creators.
All right, so this is Starlink, the battle for Atlas, sorry.
Assless. The battle for Assless.
Interestingly, this part right here reminds me a lot of No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it does, visually at least.
Not that No Man's Sky was the first game to ever do something like this, but it definitely reminds me of that game. I played, this is my footage, me.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe it? And it was a good time. It was fine. It was fine. I don't know that this is the type of game that I'm gonna be into. There's also like toys that you put onto a ship. There's like a toy ship. We have footage of that. You'll be seeing it right here probably.
Fuck.
Yeah. So like you put the rockets and the stuff on your toy, and you scan it. Now I think that's for the Xbox version and the Switch version. I think pretty much any version of the game you play is going to have the toys.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So you go down on the surface. You look for the mission that you want to complete. And here you can see I was trying to take down a boss. There's a bunch of smaller dudes. You can jump your ship around, avoid the stuff. You gotta shoot out the things, weaken the bad boy. It's that kind of game. And
oh, dude, this is like fucking Star Fox 64, man.
Well, exactly, and that's why they, I'm pretty sure, introduced a Star Fox and Star Fox ship for the game.
Oh,
that was one of their E3 reveals.
Pretty freaking cool, actually, to me at least. I played a lot of Star Fox 64. What is with the fucking Nintendo 64 games making a comeback? Fucking Blitz, NFL Blitz, and then this?
They were good games. I mean, why not? So, by the way, this ship that I chose, like you could create like a black hole thing that does damage.
Yeah.
It kind of stays there for a while. That was my favorite one to use. That it's that big sphere.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I liked what that did. There was like a frost one. There's a bunch of different options.
Yeah, I'm digging this, dude. I think this is pretty cool.
It was fun. It was really fun. I think that I think it's the kind of game you'll be really lubed up about. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've already busted out the lube, actually.
All right. Okay. That's good.
I'm already using it.
Keep it going, man.
Oh, I'm going.
This is actually fairly open world. Like you can pretty much go around to other places on the planet, find traders, do other stuff. You can get, go find people and be like, oops, those guys are way more powerful than me. I shouldn't be here right now.
Classic.
Yeah, so there was like, there's a lot of, it's got the feel of an open world going on. And, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Plus, toys and Star Fox and stuff.
And if you like the Switch, it's on the Switch too. Although, if you have an Xbox and a Switch, I don't know why the hell you get it for the Switch. Unless you really have to wait for the dentist a lot or something, and don't have blades.
Yeah, if you have to wait for the dentist a lot, then you should get Starlink for the Switch. That's our official review of Starlink.
If your husband is a dentist or your wife is a dentist and you have to wait for them a lot, get Starlink for the Switch.
They're always late. Then get Starlink for the Switch. The Switch? Get Starlink for the Switch. Starlink for the Switch was really fun. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. We love you. Don't touch that dial.
We look forward to gaming with you, especially these cool games from E3. Can't wait for them to come out.
Yeah,
and play them with you guys.
They're gonna come out. We're gonna play them with you guys. It's gonna be great. Let's make a date.
I'm free pretty much every Wednesday.
No, not with you. Oh. Okay, fine. Next Wednesday.